Australia's parliament has passed to stop children from using social media. Well, the new law has drafted in response to what the Labour Prime Minister Anthony Albanese has said, and I quote, "Clear, casual link between the rise of social media and the harm to the mental health of young Australians." On Thursday, Parliament's upper house, the Senate, passed a bill by 34 votes to 19 banning children under 16 from social media platforms. Now, academics, politicians and advocacy groups have warned that the ban, as envisioned by the government, could backfire, driving teenagers to the dark web or making them feel more isolated. There are questions about how it will work in practice. Many worry that process has been too rushed and that if users are asked to prove their age, it could lead to social media companies being handed valuable personal data.
Action to make sure social media companies meet their social responsibility. Social media is doing harm to our children. And today, as a direct result of our legislation passed through the Parliament yesterday, through the Senate and confirmed in the House today, parents can have a different discussion with their young ones, a different discussion that will result in better outcomes and less harm for young Australians. Platforms now have a social responsibility to ensure the safety of our kids is a priority for them. This has been an issue that has raised with me more, or at least as much as any other issue by people when I'm out and about, and what we've done is world leading. We'll work to make sure that it's got right, but the legislation is very clear. We don't argue that its implementation will be perfect, just like the alcohol ban for under-18s doesn't mean that someone under 18 never has access, but we know that it's the right thing to do.
Now, the Online Safety Amendment Social Media Minimum Age Bill bans social media platforms from allowing users under 16 to access their services, threatening companies with fines of up to $32 million if they fail to comply. However, it contains no details about how it will work, only that the companies will be expected to take reasonable steps to ensure users are aged 16 or over. The detail will come later through the completion of a trial of age assurance technology in mid-2025. Bill won't come into force for another 12 months. Bill also does not specify to which companies the legislation would apply, though Communications Minister Michelle Rowland has said that Snapchat, TikTok, X, Instagram, Reddit and Facebook are likely to be part of the ban. YouTube will not be included because of the significant educational purpose. And on one hand, proponents argue that ban improves mental health, promotes better sleep, and addresses obesity concerns, which basically caters to one's lifestyle requirements. But critiques counter that it limits human rights, overlooks the practical challenges of age assurance technologies, and ignores the essential diverse experiences that teens find online. Supporters say that it could reduce peer pressure, yet opponents warn that it might lead to isolation for teens, cutting them off from vital social connections. Debate shall always continue to see if it's a bold move to protect the next generation, or is it a step that risks their freedom and connections. Well, it is something that is to be seen as this historic bill comes to implementation.